This year marks the 130th anniversary of world cinema and the 120th anniversary of Chinese cinema. Major film festivals in Beijing, Shanghai, and Changchun highlight both the growth of Chinese cinema and global collaborations. How would you evaluate the current state of China's film industry, as well as its future outlook?
Over the past 120 years, generations of Chinese filmmakers have produced countless masterpieces. These great showcases have inspired each new wave of filmmakers to surpass the achievements of their predecessors. When discussing the film market, several key metrics stand out: the number of cinema screens, box office revenue, and audience numbers. In the early days, there were fewer than 13,000 screens. By 2024, that number grew to over 91,000 screens, a 600% increase. This growth reflects not only the dedication of filmmakers, but also the confidence of capital markets in China's film industry. In terms of box office revenue, China's annual earnings were around 16.5 billion yuan, or about $2.3 billion in 2012. Over the next decade, this figure surged to around at 65 billion yuan, or about $9 billion in 2019. Despite economic challenges and global uncertainties, 2024's box office still reached 42.5 billion yuan, or about $5.9 billion, more than triple the level in 2012. Audience numbers have also expanded significantly. Annual admissions rose from 300 million in 2012 to 1.3 billion in 2023, stabilizing at over 1 billion in 2024. China's film industry thrives on global collaboration. In 2012, China accounted for 18% of the global film market share. By 2023, this grew to 26%. Every 1% increase in global market share requires tremendous effort. As the world's second largest film market, China is steadily advancing toward the top position.
Well-known international filmmakers are participating in this year's Shanghai International Film Festival as competitors, jury members, and also exhibitors. What do you think is the significance of film exchanges between China and other countries? And how can Chinese cinema increase its reach to global audiences?
At the Shanghai Film Festival, we connected with so many peers, both domestic and international, from jury members to industry professionals. It was particularly exciting when international distributors approached me about acquiring our films for release in countries including Vietnam and the wider Southeast Asian region. This reflects our vision for Chinese cinema to thrive not just domestically but globally. We aspire to see more and more Chinese films reach audiences across the globe. But it's not just about China exporting films. We also welcome global distributors to bring their works to China. This is a two-way exchange. As you mentioned earlier, many film festivals in China have international sections, along with platforms for exchange between Chinese and global filmmakers. China's doors and the doors of Chinese cinema are wide open. I believe there will be even more opportunities for cross-cultural collaboration and mutual learning in the future.
Major Chinese films released earlier this year, including Ne Zha 2 and Detective Chinatown 1900, have sparked a boom in film-oriented tourism and also boosted merchandise sales. Do you think the film industry has the potential to become a key growth driver for cultural and tourism consumption in China?
In blending culture with tourism, Chinese cinema has created numerous success stories. Blockbusters like The Wandering Earth, Detective Chinatown 1900, and Creation of the Gods have turned their filming locations into popular tourist attractions. For our recent production, COO, we constructed multiple sets in Guizhou province that were later developed into permanent tourist sites. Similarly, at the China movie Metropolis, where we filmed Operation Haidao, we preserved several sets that now function as both visitor attractions and a military education facility. Many visitors, particularly students, have remarked that while the films were impressive on screen, seeing the actual sets, especially the massive 120-meter submarine replica, proved even more awe-inspiring. These physical installations enable audiences to experience the might of our nation and military more tangibly than cinema alone could convey. This cultural tourism synergy represents a valuable extension of filmmaking's potential.